This is Sahara playing Pillars of Eternity, Deadfire, and I just went ahead and did some enchanting of armor and some of our, and I went through and did some changing of some of our weapons. So we'll see how this goes.
Got it.
So we're in Delaro's place to let him know that we found that in the last episode. We weren't able to ever sneak into here.
Quickly and quietly.
Yeah. What if I come behind you? Can I pick your pocket? No? Oh, really? Okay. I know I'm not going to be able to get over here and get these. Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't think there's anything in them anyway. I don't think I was able to unlock this last time I was here.
There, done.
Yeah, it's nothing that I really need. Except I got damaged. Okay. Let's talk to him.
What do you require?
Well, so about the continent of waves.
A most agreeable topic. Or so I hope.
He draws his hands together and regards you over long, tinted fingers. I found a mosaic in the Temple of Andra deep in the old city.
Galarde, you watchers truly are workers of miracles.
He claps and a figure waiting by the door scurries into the Narrows. What's your interest in your, Zio? He smiles, but he fidgets madly with the gold at the hem of his tunic.
Given how highly the Casitas speak of you, I suppose it is only a matter of time before you hear it from one of them. Ukaizo was once the most fertile and prosperous island in Deadfire, but it has been lost for over 2,000 years. It is little more than legend now. But some in the Consuelo Mezcasitas believe it exists still.
If it still existed, you wouldn't be studying old maps to find it. Many uncharted islands remain in Deadfire. Who's to say... What is this one? Intellect. And they'll be grateful to you if you can help them find it, right?
As I am now grateful to you. While I admire your forthrightness, I must ask that you not speak of this to anyone, especially the Juana.
He clears his throat and produces a blunderbuss. After a brief pause, he rolls around and holds it out to you.
Never let it be said that Dario does not pay a fair price.
Kitchen stove is what it's called. It is... Does 4 projectiles... Penetration, it doesn't do much damage at all. Grants wild shot. Minus 15% reload time, ranged attack, bounces +1 times for 15 seconds. With no regard for proper reloading technique or suitable ammunition, shots become a mix of unburnt powder and debris. Reloading is quicker and easier, and the projectiles bounce to nearby targets. But it doesn't do much. So it's got an instant cast, which is good. The wild shot is once per shot. Yeah, it's a piece of junk. Indeed, I would hate for anyone to say that. Surely the secrets are worth a little more. Well, this job got complicated. That raises my price. Yes. He gives you a respectful, if strained smile and nods to one of his attendants, who produces a bag of coin. So I get 20 copper.
Now, allow us to put the question of money to rest. It is an unseemly topic to linger on.
All right.
What do you require?
Nothing.
Moment, I almost forgot.
He takes the needlework from the table and thrusts and unfurls it. It's larger than it initially looked.
Percamblanca. Take it and indulge my vanity.
He holds you a lovely crafted flag. Principi's color. Maritime flags. Okay.
It is not as grand as the sails I once made, but my fingers are ever restless.
Okay. So that completed that quest? That was in the gullet. Yep, that completed our quest. So we need to go to Archimages. Return to the artifact to... Oh yeah. She is in outside the Serpent's Crown. So that's where we go next, is the Serpent's Crown. And you see my money went down to 71,000 because of all the enchanting I did. You return... No, I'm going back to the gullet. There might be another area in here that I could find if I wanted to take the time to do it, but I don't think I do. Okay, so there's nothing else here. So let's leave. That's the refuse pile. Nikitaka, there we go. So we need to go to the Serpent's Crown. Takes 2 hours. I'm gonna get accosted along the way? Nope. First thing we're gonna do is go after the bounty that we have. For Lady, what is her name?
Pallegina, how is it nothing about what the gods are up to seems to faze you?
When you think the worst of them, the worst they can do comes as little surprise.
Don't you at least want to hear what Aethys has to say?
Only a fool would trust what he had to say. Whatever he said would be just another lie.
I'm not saying it wouldn't, just looking for... I don't know.
So, you don't trust any of the gods, huh? Okay. So we need to go to Lady... Where's her estate at? Here, she's right up there. We tried this before and we were underclassed, so didn't do much good. All right. She's gonna accost us almost right off the bat. We don't really get to do anything here. Because they have a whole bunch of people over there.
Happy to oblige.
So let's do a wording seal over here.
Oh,
See, you're gonna do. We never even got to talk.
Lavaru beyond seek.
You are now on your... You're gonna charge. And you're gonna charge... She's over here somewhere. Where's she at? You got a war dog. Where'd she go to? She's not even in here. And I'm gonna go after... Do that one.
we're then wrong.
Okay. Toxic strike. This me here? It is. Okay.
Like that?
All right, you can do Lidless Gaze. While watches with countless eyes, cast a gaze spell in an area, petrifying or terrifying enemies. That's nice. Now you get back here.
Let's do this.
And now you do chain lightning.
Lava room beyond.
Perfecto. Take this. Madico. I need to try something.
Let's
else.
go.
Confound it! It usually works.
I love it when they do charge.
How'd I miss?
Take that.
Where you at, Sheltay? You're there?
Kinda stuck over here.
Do this.
Much easier.
Mo exceeds honor.
Lava room beyond seek.
Almost dead. Did you do it? Cool. Now we get to rob her. So we've got. Don't let her head there. What do we get out the? We got a pelt. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Where was she at?
Why not?
Here's her head. All right, what did she have on her? She had a soul void and that. Best part of waking up grants the effects of white leap after a rest. This dragon pendant is actually an intricately carved pipe of the type traditionally used to smoke white leaf. It is carved from what can only be a scale from a great Adra dragon. Meticulous care was taken to fashion the wide, toothy mouth, which serves as the pipe's bowl. The small dragon seems to be both worrying and smiling, hungrily demanding to be packed and lit. The pipe was the personal paraphernalia of Jellyby the Edo, the wizard and animator, known not only for his love of white leaf, but also his obsession with its effects on the soul. His aloof and crude nature led him to perform many questionable acts in his attempt to comprehend higher states of consciousness. He had a proclivity for stealing the souls of his associates and acquaintances, usually by inviting them to partake in poisoned, potent white leaf. His victims would die, and their souls, disoriented, would linger briefly. He would then trap them in his favorite pipe. He also planned to conduct experiments on the souls of those who died in such a state, but often got distracted or just forgot. He came to a fitting end when, while not previously in his right mind, he mistakenly smoked a batch of his own blighted white leaf and died. His spirit, confused, wandered into the pipe of its own volition and has been unable to find its way out. It has plenty of company. Wow. So it increases your intellect, grants the effects of white leaf after a rest. Best part of waking up is Folgers in your day. That's a commercial. I don't know if I want anyone to use that, to be quite honest. Ooh, we got another map fragment. This piece of tattered parchment shows the familiar waters and landmasses of the Deadfire, but without the other, a note is scribbled in the margins. Espero, as my parting wish, I ask that you give the others at least a fortnight before you send your dogs after them. I know you're in need of coin, but allow them the courtesy of a head start. I buried the treasure for us to share. Okay. Nope, still not assembled the map.
Sure.
Okay. And she was where? Radiant Court, yep. So I'll have to go to Doom Age anyway. We got...
Why not?
This carving of Nagati is meticulously detailed from the scales on her legs to the fine points of her teeth. water, rum. Selected correspondence of gift bringer Enda. Sing, O ocean waves of Andra's sorrow, of her unrequited love for the unattainable moon. Sing of the ocean's sorrow, so that we may forget our own. Each day the tides retreat, Andra's longing for the great moon. The waters reach out at high tide, yearning for the heavenly body, only to slump into low tide when the moon proves unattainable. I think I read this one before. Couldn't think of it. Diary of an unnamed pirate. Excerpt from the diary of an unnamed pirate about the lost vessel Fisher Queen. The sea is every inch Andra's blood, but every inch her ears, and though it be Immerse's breath which moves us through it, it's only by Andra's will we don't drown in her holy Bishara. Court her wrath at your peril, 'cause she doesn't know the meaning of mercy. An old-timer told me that on my first time out of port, and that crusty bastard never knew when to quit flapping his gums, so I never believed a word he said. I saw the goddess herself rise up out of the depths and put her watery hand to a vessel. The winds and waves, those were earthly threats. The gods got better shit to do than torment us. Course, that was all before I started shipping aboard the Fisher Queen. Wreck of a man found me in the mare in Nicaragua. One eye scars all up and down his face. A real pirate's pirate. Sided up to him at the bar like we were old friends. Look like you know your way around some rigging, he said. Thought he was trying to pick me up at first, and I nearly let him do it. Instead, he laughed. Got my eye on some special game, he said, and we're going to need the best there is to bring it down. Now, I don't give two half shits about prestige. Pump up my ego all you want. What kind of coin you offering? Well, he was offering good coin indeed. So I went with him. Dumb fucking thing to do, but what did I know? Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. That's clear as the morning to me now. We were hunting maidens. Maiden flesh, really. Wasn't a delicacy nowhere, but my new friend, the one-eyed sailor, was aiming to make it one. Started craze. Cash in, buy a nice little island out from under the locals, and spend his remaining days laid up on a black sand beach with a jug of palm wine in the crook of one arm and a ready lover in the other. Now you hear stories about those beasts. We all hear stories. Sailors lured to their deaths by the maiden of the depths, and her handmaidens unable to resist the beauty of their mournful song. Sounds like bullshit, doesn't it? We found a pack out near the Oceania Channel hunting tuna. They had the look of handsome ladies from a distance, tails long as a stormy night and slick as a salt-drenched deck, hair like seaweed with wide, comely smiles. So we knitted a few and dragged them on deck. Wasn't even hard, it was like they wanted to be caught. They hissed and screamed as we readied our knives, and too soon we realized our mistake. We discovered their rows of serrated shark's teeth and unhinged jaws. when unhinged jaws when one of them swallowed Yarky Hull, and we learned too late about the poisoned barbs on their hips when Garville grappled with a pair and started vomiting up chunks of congealed black blood, and the glitter in their surliless eyes, dark blue and deep as Andra's own void. I came to know when one took my right arm clean off at the elbow. Wow, as if that wasn't grim emaugh, that night the Lady of Lament got her revenge on the Fisher Queen for our transgression. We lost our mainmast, all our fresh water, and 4 men overboard in a storm, the likes of which I haven't seen since. We drifted for a week before the Balian merchant ship found us, and the great irony of it all was the maiden tasted like shit. The maidens tasted like shit. Well, I wouldn't think they would be that good to eat, no. Oh my god. Mercenary Wizard. I think I already have one of those. Come on. Don't tell me you're doing this again. Oh, it's because it's paused. Why are you paused? Okay. Why do we keep pausing? Is it me doing it by accident?
Sure.
Probably. I don't remember if I read this one or not. Do we have an upstairs to go to? We do have a room in here.
Leave it to me.
She had a lot of stuff in here. Uh-oh. Now I found
That's
it.
unusual.
Mm-hmm. I see it. Gotta get your mouse right on it. Oh, it's just a scroll of circle of protection. We already have some of those. You think it's something special, and then it isn't. It's like, okay. Nothing is lost. Oh. Nothing is lost. The search for Ugezio. Excerpted from Nothing is Lost, the collected journals of Wanamnora Wave Chaser. The Ranga's men came to collect my portion of prize share this morning, and I had nothing to give them again. I make no money from the tribe, though I am always in my little ferry boat, Grey Gull, carving through the waves. At night I get no sleep. Mahario asked me to conserve the lamp oil to come to bed, but I can't, not until I find it. I know it's out there, the lost city. On every chart and map of the Deadfire, I found whether Hoana, Balian, or Viatalian, there is a gap, an empty space where so much of our history should be. Did it burn to ash in cinders in the catechism? Did it sink below the waves? Does Nikitaka clutch it to her breast at the bottom of the sea? Perhaps it's lost and wandering like me, unarmored, looking for a home it can't remember, but for which some insistent longing burns in its chest, an ember always smoldering, a little fire to push it on. Espero wants me to give it up, but how can I? On mornings when the sky is so clear I can hardly catch my breath for the beauty of it, I think I see it out there shimmering in the brightening blue light. Is it a taint? Is it a taunt or a beckoning? Would I be able to tell the difference? I asked the fisher folk when they returned with their catch at sunset. There be, Triby, I say, did you see anything? Or you, Mabori? How about you, Haruna? They avoid me now. Winfaro says they're busy, but I know they think I'm tide sick and sun-addled. The way Paria's lip curls in disgust when I approach. The way Phoebe's eyes seem to see right through me. I know. They won't have to suffer me much longer, because tomorrow I'm taking Grey Gull and sailing north. Someone has to chase the old tales, so I will. Is that a clue? It's to the north? Which I'm sure it has to be, since that's the only place I haven't gone. Nothing is lost. Is that the same one? Yeah. So why did she have two of them, I wonder? Alright. So to the castle we go. I believe that's what we have left next. Yeah, I need to go to... Everything's in the Dunage. So she's done. Alright, from the wreckage. Go to the palace, the Serpent's Crown. I should present myself to the royal palace. Yes, but I also need to...
You know, Palagina, I never realized how much I missed your company.
You just miss having someone standing in front of you when Isumir insults half the people in a room.
She won't try to touch your feathers again. That's for certain.
Okay. Now, I'm not sure if the person that we need to give the mosaic piece or... is standing out here or at the top. I think they must be up here. No, it's not here. Okay, so we're at... Because it was, the symbols of death, the floating hangman, return to captain... Okay, that's not that one. Stepping ahead. Wait for the ambassador. Nope, it's not that one. What is it? Where was it? Oh, this thing here. Yeah. So we'll be in front of the palace in Serpent's Crown. So I'm at the palace, right? She'll be in front of it. So she's either going to be somewhere here or down here. There she is. I think this is her. Yep. I'm going to give it to the Hawana.
You return. What say, friend?
Pretend to drop the tablet. I got you the... No, that's stupid. I retrieved the tablet from Archimedes' vault.
Akira, you've restored to us a piece of our history.
That's why I wanted to give it to her. She cradles the tablet with care. Completed. So received 12,000? Wow, okay.
The Queen thanks you, my friend. We are a step closer to...
Nestetti trails off as a winged, leathery figure in the distance draws closer to you. Uh-oh. What? We got a dragon coming at us?
Hey, you the Watcher?
The imp prods you to get your attention. Yeah? That's me.
Good. If I delivered message to wrong person, Master would curse me with Archimedes' annoying song that never gets out of your head.
Oh no!
Archimere, the great master, has returned. Invites you to join him at the estate. Says you know where that is.
The imp lets out a harsh, discordant chuckle, holding his claw in front of his mouth to hide a mischievous grin. I'll see him when I have time. What's this about?
Oh no, Master doesn't tell us imps anything.
The way he draws out each word suggests that the imp is practicing sarcasm. Well, I'm not interested.
What? Not interested in meeting the Master?
The imp scratches his head and shrugs.
Find Master in his study. Don't be late.
The imp winks at you and flutters away.
Well, that was faster than I anticipated. I had hoped for more time to work with the Queen on her formal apology, but I will have to accelerate our plan.
She frowns, clearly disturbed.
Thank you again, truly. This may be our most meaningful step towards Ukaizo. We just have to pray that Archimere doesn't put hexes on his belongings.
She handles the tablet with care.
On the bright side, if he wanted to kill us, he probably wouldn't have bothered with the imp.
That's a good point, Alof. He wouldn't have bothered with the imp. No, he would have just killed us. But anyway. Okay, so now we need to go talk to the Queen, right? Go to the palace. I should present myself to the and yes, county what happened at yeah, okay. This should be it, because I think the one goes to her upstairs. Is she here? No, she must be upstairs.
Do not leave me in suspense, I say. Have you found Matario Cozy?
I had questions about Matario. Matario Cozy. I don't remember that one.
Ask. Whatever I know is for you.
Oh, okay.
Just so. Do not leave me in suspense, I say. If you have questions, the royal brother will hear you.
Okay, Matario Cozy. That is Matario Cozy. He waits in fire. The legend path. Investigate the... No. I don't know. It's not on here. The last sanctuary. Prince investigate Matario in island once used for shelter in sanctuary. Okay. I have to have him with me. Okay, now I got it. Travel to the ruins. Okay, I haven't been there. Alright. So she must be upstairs, which is what I figured. Who are you? The sun-scarred Juana glances up from the crumpled sheet of parchment in his hands and regards you with unease. He looks up at you and swallows.
A Tepu, drawer of maps. I have nothing to sell unless you are needing something else.
He clears his throat and rolls up the parchment with a quick spin of his palms. You have seen much on your travels. Have you found a sign of Bucarzo or whatever? You're the cartographer, the cartographer who discovered the island, right?
What I discovered remains to be seen.
A cautious smile spreads across his lips.
The Sanctuary Isles were thought to be lost beneath the waves. If I stumbled upon one, I can think of worse finds to credit my name.
So, if I was venturing to this island, what might I find?
Death.
What? He stares away, his face losing its color until he catches your expression.
I did not mean to frighten you. These islands have known great tragedy, and millennia have passed in cheerless silence. Should you land on a sanctuary isle, do not expect to find welcome.
How did you make this discovery?
I was surveying the waters around an atoll when a storm dragged my ship off course. The waters were unknown to me. When a green fleck appeared in my spyglass, I unfurled my sail. The shore twisted around itself, confusing even this old navigator until I found myself at the center. I did not make it far up the beach before I spotted signs of habitation. Marking my coordinates and orienting myself by the evening sky, I made for Neketaka to tell the crown of my findings.
Tell me about the Sanctuary Isles.
Our ancestors marked off specific islands across Deadfire as rallying points in case a great misfortune split up the tribes. Even they could not have guessed how important the Isles would become. Some thousands of years ago, volcanoes, storms, and quakes shook the archipelago. Any one of those do happen, but never with such ferocity or all at once. The Juana survived by taking shelter on the Sanctuary Isles to save our society, and not just any one tribe. Since those days, we have not found any of the old Sanctuary Isles. Ngati took some beneath the waves, taking whole tribes with her. Others were lost to time and forgetfulness. I am told that the Wahaki are protective toward the Isles, but that is their business.
Okay. You mentioned that entire tribes were lost?
Understand, the Deadfire was broken. The lives lost could not be counted. And more has been forgotten than may ever be remembered. Imagine how much history we lost in a single year, much less the millennia that followed. Whatever our people hoped for themselves, we may never know if we got it right or wrong. If we must.
So did you ever find sign of that island? Just hearing the word causes him to perk up at attention, though his lips press together at a slant.
There is not a Juana in all of the Deadfire who does not take to the open water hoping to catch a glimpse of the lost Ukaizo. If I could walk the beaches of our ancestors, take a fleeting glimpse of what they left behind, mine would be a life well lived.
What would you hope to find on Ukazo?
The same thing we all hope for. Answers to the long silence that precedes our history. Who we were could tell us who we are. But if I am being selfish, maps, charts. Our ancestors were keen explorers, and a roll of their parchment could teach us more than what we have gathered in the last century.
Okay. So it updated the lost. Okay. Believes that the location might be recorded somewhere on the islands, but his expedition has not returned. Needs someone to learn the fate. A local discovered the island can be found by a statue of Helia west of the throne room of the palace. Found by a statue west of the throne room of the palace. West of the throne. Well, that's this, wouldn't it? The Huana depiction of Helia is almost mincing in its intensity. The rash screeching of the birds in their cages is endless. Someone has finished up a quick meal. Though simple in construction, the sink is clean and tidy. That, well, whatever. I need to go up and talk to the queen. We'll just probably stumble upon it anyway as we're moving around, you know, exploring. She's on the rooftop. Which I thought this is where it took us, but it didn't.
You return intact. Nagati is not always kind to those who travel upon her domain.
We got 20. Okay, so that completed from the wreckage. 21,000. Wow.
A messenger from the jaws of Tangaloa speaks with the voice of wisdom and change, I say. It is fitting that yours should be the voice that tells of Hasongo's fate. What did you see there?
Some Naga occupied the colony after Aothas drained the Adra. I let them live. Forget what I saw. Aothas is heading for Amangra's teeth. Some Naga occupied the colony, yeah. Drained the Adra. I let them live.
The snakes are on edge. Where comes this new boldness?
She thumbs her chin and narrows her eyes.
Far be it for me to complain if they make trouble for outsiders.
There is a weariness to her thoughts that she doesn't bother to hide. A weariness. Oops.
What of Aothas? If you know why he terrorizes the Deadfire, speak on.
He makes her Magra's teeth, but I believe that is only a waypoint. Yeah, I do. He needs more numerous Adra. I'm to meet him at the great volcano of Ashen Mall. But I believe that is only a waypoint. Tapping her chin, the queen nods and weighs the matter. At length her even expression spreads into a pleased and knowing smile.
If Aothas makes for Magrin's teeth, I say the Rathun will grind him to dust for the praise of their warrior matron.
Rathun?
Even if they fail, it will be an enemy cleared from my plate. This is the gratitude of Nagati, I say.
Rathun?
The fiery children of Magrin devoted to their mother with a fanatic zeal. Bothersome, but the least of my troubles now. From Port Mage to Hasongo to Magrin's teeth, Aothas follows a rich vein of Adra. It takes him northeast to more interesting territory. In the deepest memory of the tribes, we have told stories of Magrin's teeth. Embellished sailors' fables, Akira. but not without some truth. My people speak of treacherous seas, lakes of fire, and the ancient warriors hammered to life on Magrin's anvil.
She props her chin on her fist and looks you up and down.
Ashen Maw is the grandest and most accessible of the peaks. It is the sharpest tooth in Magrin's jaw. Prepare yourself for a fight.
Any chance of support ships to accompany the Defiant?
Akira, would that our resources were not so entangled in other parts. I cannot send ships to Magrin's teeth any more than I would send paper dolls to a furnace.
She arches her fingers together, staring intently at the point in space where they meet.
If you make preparations in Nekataka, I say we can help each other.
She sits up straighter and regards you with a level expression.
I must keep the city's peace, and I have only so many arms and eyes. While the Deadfire screams, I would see Nekataka outlast the storm to come.
I only came here to warn you what's to come. The rest is up to you. No, I will support the Huana. They have a terrible caste system, but they're the natives here. What do you need from me?
What I need is a lasting peace that will outlive my dynasty. But I will accept peace of mind for now. What do you know of my water shapers, Herald of Bareth?
She leans forward and rests her chin on her fist. I know they gave Ralataino into trouble in their early advance. Yep.
Akira, if you recall history, then you know why I am protective over the guild. My water shapers are the levy holding back Rawatai's advance. An adept standing at the prow of a war canoe is enough to send the fleet scrambling for the shallows.
She eases back, languid and satisfied. Satisfied.
This reminds me. I owe the Hazanui a basket of koiki in remembrance of the Battle of Nakaroatl.
She snaps her fingers and nods to an attendant who strides off. The battle? Okay. Poking the hornet's nest, are we?
That is Aruihi's job, but Akira, there is a side of diplomacy which I enjoy.
Yeah.
While the problems of Aethys and overindulgent admirals plague these waters, I have summoned the masters of water shaping to Nekataka.
I should have had Takia with me.
Now would be the time to confer with Guildmaster Myru, but she does not answer my summons.
She looks out on her city. Her hand squeezes down on the armrest. Doesn't sound like you have a grip on the most important asset in Nekataka, Highness. Maybe she's just overworked. Do you think something is wrong?
It is too early to grow a forest from this coconut, but I would not dispatch you if I felt at ease. The guild can suffer no setbacks. If Myru shirks her duties, her queen would know the reason.
She stares off into the distance and sighs, her gaze unfixed.
Nagati, do not abandon us now.
She turns her gaze back to you and flinches. This was not a thought she intended to share. So, new quest. With matters in the Deadfire, and I have to have him with me. Matters in the Deadfire reaching a boil. The Queen's wave shapers must be ready for anything in spite of the pressure from all around. The head of the Water Shapers Guild does not answer the Queen's summons. Speak to the Guildmaster. Can be found in the Water Shapers Guild. I was trying to get rid of all these damn quests here, but I guess we're not right away, are we? Okay. So we need to go to Periki's. We need to go there anyway because we have the quest. That's where here we go. That's where the Archmage is at, right? How am I not? How come I can't go? What's the problem here? I was trying to leave. You find a young man with long blonde hair drawn back in a simple club. His clothes are spare but well tailored. He leans casually to one side, a clean hand on his hip and sides, bored. His eyes light up when he sees you. Did I run across him before?
Hello there. Come to have a word? I don't bite, I promise. Yes?
Okay, tell me about yourself.
Gladly, my friend. Gladly. And how kind of you to ask. I am the youngest son of a noble house. Now, don't make that face. Poor, desperate fool, you must be thinking. Well, waste not your sympathies on me. Truly, I consider it a boon rather than a punishment. All the comfort and none of the responsibility. What's not to like about that?
So what are you doing in the Deadfire then?
What else brings faraway travelers to the archipelago? Adventure. I've nursed a great love for heroic tales since my boyhood. As I was loafing about my father's estate, I thought, well, Gervard, isn't it time you made a name for yourself as well?
No, I don't remember running across them before. That's why you always have to go back to areas, because sometimes people pop up or you just miss them the first time through.
So here I am. And though I dare say I'm little use in a fistfight, I can do a fair bit of magic and draw a lovely map. So I've taken to charting the interior wilderness of the Deadfire's larger islands.
Well, that sounds dangerous in its own right.
Ah, but it's worth it for the stories I'll one day have to tell. But truly, if I could only inspire others as I myself have been inspired by those old tales, why, it would be marvelous. Anyway, enough of my prattling. Surely you've other things to do.
Can you teach me? Yeah, I figured this is what it was going to be, a teaching moment.
Oh, it would be my absolute pleasure. For a price, of course. 3,000 copper?
Enhance history and arcana. Yep, here you go.
Well.
Good. He posts a collection of small maps from his pack and tells you the stories of the islands as he understands them, who has lived there and for how long, would beasts haunt their shadowed glades. Then he takes out his grimoire and shares some unusual magical knowledge he's picked up in his travels. At last he stuffs the maps away, closes his grimoire with a snap, and bids you farewell. So you have gained Gervald's training. Alright, so I've leveled up. I think I need to improve. Oh, my stealth is only 3. I thought my stealth is higher than that. It's because I was putting in the other stuff. I think there may be some more insight. I get 1. Death blows allows the rogue to take better advantage of an enemy's weakness. Or do I already have that one? I did. Of course I would, because that's what I would do, wouldn't it? Any other passes I can add? Spell resistance. Already have that one. Slippery Mind. When blighted in her death, the rogue gains immunity against mine. Yeah, we could do that. Improved critical. Well, let's do that one. Already have Uncanny Luck. Well, that's kind of a good one there too. Gain a small chance to completely avoid any attack and to convert some hits to... Yeah, okay, let's do that. I like the passives if you can get them. And... Alright. Time to look at other stuff for you, I think, too. Mechanics doesn't matter because I'm up high enough for that now. Stealth probably wouldn't hurt with you. You're the one with all the survival. Insight. He doesn't have much insight, does he? Do we have some passives? We can give him spell resistance. Superior deflection increases the character's deflection defenses. He already has uncanny luck. Oh, requires what? Oh, he'd have to have this. Weapon specialization gives a damage bonus to the fighters. Yeah, we should have done that one before. Okay. I guess I went out the wrong... I was trying to get down to the bottom here. I guess there is only one way to go, because he just takes us to the rooftop. It says Serpent's Crown, but it doesn't. It takes you to the rooftop. No.
My brothers and sisters have set sail for Neketaka.
I thought the tribes needed them to calm the weather.
A greater storm surrounds this place. We must answer the call of the Kahanga. If the outsiders do not trample us first, the Green God will surely do it for them.
Do not speak this way, my love.
So did I speak to this person?
The belly of the great eel roars with hunger.
Oh, here we are.
Body to calm it.
Yeah, I've dealt with Deathlia.
With joy, not hunger, does the great eel lash its mighty tail. Dachila has sated the beast for now.
He passes you a pouch of coins and clasps your hand hard. What bounties do you have available?
Jaws of Tangaloa gnash about a Rawatine captain named Ohiro.
He folds his arms and closes his eyes, exhaling sharply.
His cannon fire echoes in the ears of slumbering gods. The beast cries out for a more restful Deadfire.
I'll take that bounty.
You chose wisely. Ohiro sails the junk Stone Anchor, south of the Kua Orikuhu island chain due east of Neketaka. The gods will thank you for quieter seas.
Okay. So I get rid of one bounty and get another. Okay, so I need to go to yeah, I know that one. The shadow over speak to Guildmaster, okay, and a cordial invitation. I thought she was, yeah, she's there. Okay, so we're gonna go to Pariki's, but I need to change up my party members too. And the only way I can do that is I have to do it by sea. Hello. All right. So we need him. Okay. Do we need to rest? Probably. Get some of our abilities back. And what time is it? So we need to go to Pariki's on foot. Okay. And we'll have to look. I'll have to check his equipment and stuff. He might even need a level up. I don't think so though. Oh, he does. Yep. Okay. So he has no sleight of hand or let's go ahead and give him stealth. It never hurts to have them have stealth. He needs history. His religion probably needs to be up a little bit. Gets 1. Nature's bounty. Restoration and unoccupied quick slots in the party are filled with wondrous nectar that can be consumed for combat bonuses and healing. That's okay, but I think I need to give him something. Improved critical. Spell resistance. Quick summoning. He does have summoning now. Reduces the time it takes to complete a weapon summoning. Okay. Oop. So let's look at your stuff here. Boyle. I think you have your own light armor. Oh, this is exceptional. Do I have any superior white armor? This is an odd one. I was looking at this. This is odd. Grants schemes resentment. It doesn't have a good armor rating compared to what he already has. His is just against slash. Recovery time though is only 0%. Superb gives it 3+ armor rating, grants schemes resentment. Protective runes. He has one against spells right now. This one costs more. Schemes resentment. This is what I don't like about minus 50% healing received. When the wearer becomes bloodied, Audra reduces the healing of nearby enemies. That's what I don't like about it. So we have another light armor here that's superb. That's heavy. One that can be one that has light armor. Can that be leveled up? Enchanted? No, it cannot. That's just junk. Yeah, I guess just stay with what you have. I mean, maybe I can enchant it. It's exceptional right now, so I can make it superb. Oh, but it requires the Kraken's Eye. That's why I haven't done it yet. No. Because I was going to use that for myself. But we can do Arcane Containment. Minus 10% hostile effect duration. Arcane 10% beneficial effect duration. You can actually do all three of these if you can afford them. Let's do the retaliatory. Alright. But let's look at your weapons. You have exceptional rod. I don't think I have anything that's... I don't have anything that's better. I have these. It's a quarterstaff. It's not a rod. I don't have anything special for you on the other side, do I? What does it do? It does raw damage. It does raw imbued ammunition. Arcane base your attacks. Let's just give you that. Just in case you need it. You don't have anything for your hands. And you don't have any waste, no vaults either. We just don't run across that much stuff. Oh, here's one. Girdle, a moral... Okay. There you go. Oh, here's hands. Greater reliability. There you go. There. Look a little better. Okay. So we need to go to the water shapers. I'm going to go there first. And that is going to be in another episode. So if you're enjoying, click like, leave a comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Sahara out.